Hi everybody and welcome to the Thescottshow podcast. We are doing the early morning wake-up call, and it's early morning for some people, including in California. It's 6 o'clock in the morning. However, here in Duluth, Minnesota, it's 8 o'clock in the morning as we do it up 8 o'clock Central Standard Time every single day here on the Thescottshow podcast. We have our ups, we have our downs, we have our shout-outs, we have our mentions, and then we go to checkiday.com as it gives us the days for today. This is something that we love to do because we get ideas for thumbs up and thumbs down and cool things we get to do all day. So I'm going to give you guys the 411 on what day it is. Here we go. It is America Recycles Day. It's American Enterprise Day. It's the Day of the Imprisoned Writer. It's Geographic Information Systems Day. It is George Speflin Day. It is I Love to Write Day. Little Red Wagon Day. National Bunt Day. National Clean Out Your Refrigerator Day, because you're going to have lots of turkey in there in like 1 week. It's National Educational Support Professionals Day. National Philanthropy Day. It's National Raisin Bran Cereal Day. National Spicy Hermit Cookie Day. I don't know what that cookie is. It's Pack Your Mom's Lunch Day. And it's Steve Irwin Day. Steve Irwin, of course, the very famous gentleman from Australia. The crocodile hunter. As he passed away getting stung by a stingray. And I think today was probably just his birthday. I could double check on that, but you know, that guy is one of the coolest guys that ever lived. And, you know, big time shout out to his family. Because they're awesome. So there you go. So it's totally Steve Irwin Day. He does deserve to have his own day. In fact, you know what? I think Australia should make a day they give everybody a day off. And, give Steve Irwin a day and make it a day you go to the zoo or something like that. Because why not? The zoo is awesome. Okay, so we go to our check ID, or we already went to our checkiday.com, and I want to thank them for everything that they do. Now we go to our thumbs up and thumbs down for today. By the way, sometimes at 8 o'clock in the morning, I'm just waking up. So there you go. Alright, so I want to give a big thumbs up to people who open doors for other people. And I say this because I did this myself yesterday. Not trying to give myself a thumbs up, but I got an interesting story here. I went to the dollar store. I opened the door for a wonderful lady. And she said, "Thank you, your mom must have taught you well. And not many people do that anymore." And the minute she said not many people do that anymore, I said, I need to put this as a thumbs up. So thumbs up to all the people that open doors for other people, that are kind and courteous and hold the door. You guys are the salt of the earth. I think that's in 4th John chapter something. By the way, there's no 4th John. But still, there should be, because it's cool. Alright, thumbs down to the Texas state prosecutor who kind of took it upon herself to abuse her power with an Uber driver. It was pretty bad. If you guys get to hear the video of it, it's pretty funny, but it's pretty bad at the same time. And she's just like, well, I'm going to turn you in. Well, I'm going to do this. So I'm going to do that. Complete abuse of power. And now she's without a job. So hopefully she gets some help. Learns a little bit about respect. And maybe one day she'll get a job frying something at McDonald's. Thumbs up to the Australia vote. If you guys haven't heard the big news coming out of Australia, they had a vote on legalizing gay marriage, and 66% voted in favor. So I want to give a thumbs up to the Australian vote. Democracy wins every single time, no matter what. Democracy wins. With the exception of making sure that people can't vote then if everybody votes, if everybody can vote in a free election where every single person has the right to make their voice, democracy wins. Every time. Okay. Thumbs down a Backpage. I saw this thing on CBS News. Backpage is fighting Congress and fighting everything else because they have lots of terrible things going on that site, and they're trying to hide what they know is true, that they're doing bad. So if you're doing bad stuff and you got bad stuff going on your online, like if I found out 102550 was set up as a hookup site or whatever, I'd be pissed. So yeah, I'd do something about it. Backpage, do something about it. I want to give a thumbs up to wrestling. I watched SmackDown last night. Normally I don't watch SmackDown so intently like I did. You guys can hear the recap in the archives. But I watched SmackDown, and most of the show was highly entertaining. I loved it. I love wrestling, so how can you go wrong with pro wrestling? It's great. It's got everything you need, including Braun Strowman. Big time shout out to Braun Strowman. He's freaking awesome. And I'm going to give the last thumbs down to brain farts, because folks, we do these things every single day. In fact, I grabbed a little side note on how I operate with this show. I have a little index card here I write things down on. You can hear me move it around. Every morning I grab another index card and I start writing crap on it. And thumbs up, thumbs down, shout outs, mentions, what do I want to say, blah, blah, blah. And always I have trouble coming up with the thumbs down part. And so, there you go. So, brain farts. You have great ideas all throughout the day. You're like, man, I want to say this. Then you're totally spaced out. So those are our thumbs up, thumbs down for today. I appreciate them. I'm going to be sending out a little Facebook message saying, hey, you guys want to add on to the thumbs up, thumbs down? Please do. All you have to do is shoot me a message, either on Facebook, Twitter, SoundCloud, any way that you can get a hold of us. We are everywhere, so that'd be awesome. Okay, shout-outs to Robert Stromberg in San Jose, California. I want to give him a special shout-out as he worked really hard with the city council, working on housing and homelessness issues, so big shout-out to Robert. Shout out to Sharon Osborne, and you'll hear a little bit about that in the mentions. Shout out to Irie. Shout out to Jeff, and shout out to Leroy. So if you guys want a shout out or a mention on the show, let me know and we'll hook you guys up. I want to get some mentions out there before we go today, and we got a little bit of time. Big shout out to the Superior Dome. And I want to mention this because this is the coolest building ever. So here you have Northern Michigan University, the Wildcats, in Marquette, Michigan. And their university stadium is called the Superior Dome. It is a huge dome. If I ever move to Marquette, I will just live at the Superior Dome. This is how cool this place is. And it is wood, and it has a walking trail where people can walk around and enjoy it and get exercise. It is the coolest place ever. So check it out, the Superior Dome, if you guys just want to look it up online or whatever. It's awesome. Now I want to talk about The Talk on CBS. It's a show that happens, I think, it's either at 1 o'clock or 2 o'clock every day. I think it's at 1. Sharon Osbourne is on it, and, I love Sharon Osbourne. I think that she's just cool. Just what a cool lady, altogether. And Sarah Gilbert's on it from Roseanne. People would know her from Roseanne. And then Julie Chen's on there because, of course, CBS. They got to put her on every CBS show, I think. And they just announced someone new on there, and it was Eve, rap artist, former rap artist. I don't think she does anything anymore. If she does, I haven't heard her. She's been relevant since whenever. But now she's on, I think she was doing some acting too. So, good for her. But now she's on the talk on CBS. It is miles away better than The View, which, again, I think that Whoopi Goldberg is one of the worst people on TV. I've seen some of the stuff that she's put out as far as, it's just everything. Just her ideas and a lot of the other people, they get too political on that show. They don't need to be so damn political. They're just trying to fuel the fire of people who want to hate. And I think that shows like that are demeaning to society. So, but the talk, I got to give it up. I mean, this is a good show. It has a good setup, and the people are far and away much, much better. Got to give a mention to Hunger and Homelessness Week as it continues, goes until the 19th of the month, so big time shout out for that. I do got to let you know that the last day to vote for 10/25/50 Thanksgiving money is the 20th. So just a heads up on that. Normally it's the end of the month, but we got to bump it up because I want to give them money before Thanksgiving, which will just take care of the day after, on the 21st. 10 days of wrestling. So on our wrestling podcast channel, our wrestling podcast show, we have 10 days of wrestling. So of course Monday and Tuesday are already gone. Tonight we're going to be doing the Survivor Series review show, or preview show, as that show's on Sunday. Tomorrow night, TCW Fantasy Wrestling Lightning Heat, the quarterfinals of the World Championship matches, so that's a big deal. And then Friday we've got our NXT War Games preview, the review on Saturday, the review of Survivor Series on Sunday, Monday and Tuesday recap shows. 10 days of wrestling shows. So I love pro wrestling, I really, really do. And then the 22nd TCW Lightning Heat before Thanksgiving. So you got 10 days of wrestling to check out with us. So check that out. That's awesome. We uploaded 2 videos yesterday. Check them out. One is TCW, or one is 10/25/50 updates, and the other is about 10/25/50 running. So check that out. And speaking of 10/25/50 running, we are excited to announce that on April 29th, I will be in Denver, Colorado, making it happen. As I run the Rockies 5K. So I'll be there on the 28th and 29th. And maybe even on the 27th too, just so I can get used to the mile-high weather. So I'm hoping it goes well. I'm thinking it go well. And I will start booking my flight and or bus, or however I get there. But I'll start booking that soon, and lots of pictures and live updates. So check it out, folks. Do want to give one last shout out, big time shout out, and I'm super happy that I can do this. I want to give a big time shout out to my buddy Joe, who used to be the commissioner, and hopefully he'll come back to TCW, and he's a great guy. We don't get to see each other too often, but we get to see each other on Thanksgiving. So I'm really excited about that. And, I have so many cool people in my life, and, very blessed, including a young family that I have. I mean, I might look a little older than I am, but I have cousins who absolutely look like they're in their 20s. I don't get it. And they're not. And it's terrible, because I'm like sitting there like, oh my gosh. They don't age, and I do. It's just terrible. So that is the Thescottshow podcast wake-up call for today. I want to thank you guys for listening. We will catch you real soon here on the Thescottshow podcast. Have a great day.